Hello, everyone. My name is Moe welcome to another episode of Income Investors. With me today is John Whitefoot. But before I go into any details, understand that anything you hear in this video is for information and educational purposes only. Investing comes with a lot of risk, so do dividend stocks. To read more about risk involved in investing, please see the description below. Due diligence is very important when it comes to investing. It can help you figure out where your investments will go. Sometimes investors, like to buy things or sell stocks based on somebody else's word. Their uncle may call them and say, "Hey, buy this," and they act on it without doing any due diligence. It could turn out to be very, very bad. Today, we're going to be talking about VICI Properties Inc. They are a leader in an industry that is taking full advantage of strong tailwinds out there. And John, if you want to go right into what's happening?
Yeah, thanks, Mo. VICI Properties is one of the largest owners of gaming, hospitality, and entertainment destinations in the U.S. It also recently acquired a few gaming properties in the province of Alberta in Canada. The company's national footprint includes 50 gaming facilities, which includes approximately 60,000 hotel rooms, more than 450 food and beverage outlets, 500 retail outlets, and 4 championship golf courses. I think most people watching this will know who some of their portfolio includes. Caesars Atlantic City, Caesars Palace Las Vegas, the Luxor, Mandalay Bay, and the Venetian Resort Las Vegas. It also owns 4 championship golf courses. And despite its massive size, it has tons of room to grow. It owns around 660 acres of underlying land across the Las Vegas Strip. This is in addition to VICI's existing call rights on around 28 acres relating to the Caesars Forum Convention Center. So they're massive.
Tourism, entertainment, gambling industry, they took a major hit during pandemic. In your analysis at incomeinvestors.com, you had mentioned this company is actually, taking advantage of the tailwinds in the industry. Can you explain a little bit?
Yeah, the gaming industry was decimated during the pandemic as quarantine orders meant no one could go out. But it didn't take long for that sentiment to change. And right now, Nevada and Las Vegas are reporting record numbers. In fact, the entire U.S. gaming industry is on fire. The entire U.S. set a new gambling record in 2022 with more than $60.4 billion in revenue. And that's up more than 13% over the record $53.4 billion in 2021. More regionally in Nevada, which is the national epicenter of gambling in the U.S., the state pulled in $14.8 billion in gaming revenue, topping the $13.4 billion in 2021. And even more specifically, the Las Vegas Strip accounted for more than $8.2 billion of the state's totals in 2022. It's a more than 70% increase from 2021. The state has also been on a winning streak, with gamblers spending more than $1 billion a month for the last 25 consecutive months. And in 2022, Las Vegas set records for the number of visitors. Sin City alone welcomed 38.8 million visitors last year, more than 20.5 more than it did in 2021. This is still slightly shy of the 42.9 million in 2016 and 42.5 million in 2019, the last year before COVID. But 2023 could break those numbers.
And clearly, gaming is back. Las Vegas is, back again. No more lockdowns. How are financials at VICI Properties looking now?
Pretty spectacular. Full year revenue increased 72%. Net income advanced more than 10%. Funds from operations grew 13%. Meanwhile, adjusted funds from operation increased almost 62%. The company also just reported its first quarter results, which saw revenue increase 110% year over year. Net income jumped 115%, and earnings per share climbed 48% to 52 cents. Funds from operation increased 116%, with EPS up 48% to 52 cents. Meanwhile, adjusted funds from operation jumped 73%, with EPS up 18% at 53 cents.
Wow, these are some solid numbers. Well, essentially, when we're looking at the FFO growth is what really drives the dividends, which is great, for people who are looking for dividend opportunities. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, they've just been having consistently strong year-over-year FFO growth. It raised its dividend every year since 2018, which means that in the lead up to the pandemic, during the depths of the pandemic, and as we climbed out of the pandemic, VICI Properties gave investors a raise. Most recently, in March, it declared a cash dividend of 39 cents per share, or $1.56 on an annual basis, for a yield of 4.7%, which is again pretty close to U.S. inflation rate of 4.9%. And that dividend is safe. 39-cent payout is far below the fourth quarter funds from FFO of 64 per share. So record industry tailwinds and strong FFO growth suggest VC will raise its dividend for a 7th straight year. And they tend to raise it in October. So we'll have to wait until then to see if that comes to fruition.
Right. And how is their stock doing?
It's been, for the most part, trending steadily higher. Like, it was near record levels before the pandemic, then it crashed. But it's been climbing pretty steadily since then. Right now, it's up 3% year to date, 70% year over year, approximately 300% over its March 2020 low, and it's up 40% roughly from its pre-pandemic record levels. A point of interest is that VICI actually generated the highest and the only positive total shareholder return of all S&P 500 REITs in 2022.
That's impressive.
Yeah. And going forward, management believes the momentum will continue in 2023, which should help juice its bullish share price and reliably growing ultra high yield dividend.
John, thank you so much. This sounds exciting. Just to recap, VICI Properties, traded on New York Stock Exchange under symbol VICI, has been making some strong strides and paying great dividends. If you want to know more opportunities like VICI Properties, you could head over to incomeinvestors.com, where John writes commentaries on a regular basis. Thank you for watching this video. And in the meantime, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.